And welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show. Subjects and topics like this, it's difficult because you don't want to bring the race element into it, but you have to in order to make a point of comparison. And I'm talking about the Brian Laundrie case and Gabrielle. When the police officers pulled them over for speeding, and supposedly he hit a curve speeding, pulled them over, she told them that he hit her. Now, every black and brown male in America knows when a female tells an officer that he hit her, he's taking a ride. Turn around, son, putting the handcuffs on you, and you can explain to the judge. They let Brian go. I mean, even if she said, I was just playing, if he was black, I'm just playing, he didn't hit me. Well, it's too late. We'll let the judge decide. Come on, the state would pick up that case. Wow. Right. So, apparently, he returns in her van, goes home, and then goes out on a hiking venture, and they haven't been able to find him since. I mean, wow, So, they had over 50 law enforcement officers. They still trying to find 23-year-old man that authorities consider a person of interest in the disappearance of his girlfriend, who went missing while on a cross-country trek, right? But now he's not they can't name him a suspect. They only can say he's a person of interest. One is because it's psychological. They want him to feel as though he's not under any pressure. We're friends. Come on in. Let's talk about it. You're just a person of interest and whatnot, right? I don't want to spook him. But if he knows he's guilty, they're going to have a hell of a time finding him. Obviously it seems like he pre-planned this, all right? Like he went over it. Man, if something was to happen or if I did something, this is what I would do. And he's doing it. The search for Brian Laundrie resumed at the more than 24,000-acre Carlton Reserve in Sarasota County, Florida, a wildlife area with more than 100 miles of trails as well as campgrounds. Laundrie and Gabby Petito, 22, left in July on a cross-country trek in a converted van to visit national parks in the U.S. West. Police said Laundrie was alone when he drove the van back to his parents' home in Northport, Florida. On September 1st, Petito's family filed a missing person report on September 11th on the anniversary of 911 with police in Suffolk County, New York. Okay. A lot of people are in support of Gabby Petito. Not simply because it's a tragic story, man. I mean, think about this. You and your significant other, y'all convert a van, put a bed in it, put some of the amenities in it, and you are setting out to go on a cross-country trek, visiting parks and wildlife and areas, and you're gonna be YouTube famous. You're gonna hit social media and report your findings and what you saw and your experiences and your eating and how you're living, right? You're in the woods, you're in the wild, right? But man, being in that close proximity with someone in that small space and those conditions, I mean, you would have to be an avid camper, man. I mean, just love it, love it, love it. She would have to just, this is what she dreamed of, because if not, certain little things will start getting on each other's nerves. Fights and arguments starts breaking out. The warning was when the police pulled them over, he said, hey, she scratched me. She said he hit me. And at that point, the trip should have been over and the police should have separated them. And, hey, man, somebody going to have to come pick you up. You know what I mean? Let her drove the van back home. And that's the end of it, because now there's a physical altercation. And that's what I'm saying, man. If that was a black couple, that brother would have been in jail. But, white privilege, man. You get a second chance, right? Your second chance, you all get your stuff together, and y'all continue driving, right? Now, it is important to note that while Brian is a person of interest in Gabby's disappearance, he is not wanted for a crime. Northport police said in a statement, it added that the investigation is now a multiple missing persons case. Now, I'm going back because at this point in the story, she hadn't been found yet. So they're looking at, okay, she's missing, multiple person, what's going on, right? Petito's family had been pleading for the Laundrie family to tell them where their son last saw her, right? He's quiet. He's not saying anything. Petito, which is Petito, and Laundrie, Laundrie, were childhood sweethearts who met while growing up on Long Island, New York. His parents later moved to Northport, about 35 miles south of Sarasota. So they left New York and came to Florida, but they still kept in contact. The couple's trek in the Ford Transit van began in July from Long Island. They intended to reach Oregon by the end of October, according to their social media accounts. But Petito vanished after her last known contact with family in late August from Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming, authorities said. The FBI in Denver said Saturday that agents have begun conducting ground surveys at Grand Teton National Park with help from the National Park Service and local law enforcement agencies, seeking clues in Petito's disappearance. This is all before they found some remains, found a dead body, and later identified as Petito. FBI agents tweeted that they were focusing on an undeveloped camping area near Spread Creek on the east boundary of the park, which was closed to the public during the surveys. They urged anybody who had been there between August 27th and August 30th and had seen Petito, Laundrie, or their vehicle to contact them. All right, so later on, we know what happened. They found her. Laundrie goes home. His parents was taken into question with his mom, taken into question. He goes home, and he's out on a hike in the wilderness, his parents told him. They haven't seen him since that Friday. So these law enforcement and others are out there seeking to try to find him. Right. Haven't found him yet, because if he's an avid hunter and hiker, it's going to be hard because he has the wilderness outdoor skills to survive out there. And with the resources that it's going to cost to locate him, they're only going to give themselves, I believe, about a week. Right? They're going to hit that trail hard for about a good week or two. If they don't find him in a week or two, they're gonna close it down and assume maybe alligators killed them, or being out there in the wilderness, he might snake bit him or what, I don't know, but they'll just wait till he turn up somewhere, with that funny shaped head he got. Hell, he can't disguise himself. That spot him right off. He can shave off his mustache and go bald, but they'll recognize that head and that nick in that head. It'd be hard for him to blend in. So, and if he goes, eventually, you're going to have to go into town because human beings can't be alone in a sense for so long. They have to find other human beings. They need that contact. They need that to exchange that type of energy with other humans, other human family. So that'll be a while, but they'll catch him. He'll turn up. He'll get tired of running, and they'll catch him. But now the question will be, why did he leave? And if he didn't murder her, who did? Right? And it's going to be interesting to see how they handle him. Will they handle him real soft-like and sympathy and saying he has some type of mental illness or whatnot? Or will they give him the riot act like they do black and brown in situations like this? Right? No mercy. You did it. You going to jail. Nah, we not buying you no food on the way to jail. And you know how it goes. It's wild. So, yeah, man, I feel sorry for the young lady and her family. But situations like this, when you see how the officers just let him go after she told them he hit me. Man, if he was black, dude, trust me, he'd have been handcuffed and on his way to jail. I don't know, but follow the case. It's on every channel, every network. Everyone's talking about it. It's unbelievable. Romeo and Juliet, in a sense, two sweethearts. Traveling on an adventure, seeing some nice, beautiful scenery, and one is dead and the other one returns home in their vehicle, and now he's missing, and was able to come. And first of all, after she was reported missing, and he was at home for about a week, and then went and started training or whatnot. Come on, seriously. Huh? It is what it is. Verbal Pick Radio. We're out.